Here we are, Daniel Logan. This is the man here. Everyone, Chicago is on lockdown. Daniel Logan is in town. How's it going, Dan?
You know, it's like that YouTube video. You got to hide your kids, your wives, and your whole family. You know, Boba's out to play, you know?
Boba's out to play.
No, I'm having a great time, man. Chi-Town, here we are again.
Yep.
This is almost like a family reunion, you know? I feel like every time we do interviews,
Yeah.
you're like my uncle. Like, okay, how you growing now, Boba? Like, what's new? You still staying out of trouble?
Well, it is true that the first time I interviewed you, I think you were about 13 years old. It was at Star Wars Celebration 2.
13, man.
Yeah, and that was right before the Attack of the Clones was released. And here you are. Are you 26 now?
26, yeah, next month.
You know, we've seen you grow up at these conventions.
I've grown up not only Star Wars, but convention, you know?
Yeah.
They literally brought me up. But the best thing about the conventions is not only have I been able to meet a lot of people, but a lot of people been able to take the media websites like Facebook and Twitter, and they repost all the pictures back to me that I've done since I've grown, you know?
Yeah.
And I mean, if you really look at it, there's an evolution time chart of my life growing up Star Wars in the convention world because of how many pictures I take every year with the convention fans and attendees and stuff, you know? And I've been very blessed through that to realize, you know, like, you know, they did a historical chart for me without even realizing, you know?
Yeah, right. Wow. That's really interesting to think about. So over the years, is there any certain conventions that stick out as like your favorite ones, or maybe reoccurring conventions that you look forward to doing?
I love them all. I don't think there's a single one that I find more enjoyable than the rest because I've just been very fortunate to travel the world and be able to do what I'm doing, be Boba Fett, you know, and have people admire for what George Lucas created for me.
That's never gotten old to you. It's something you've never taken for granted, and something that you've always exploited in a really good way, like a way you give back. I see you at these things. You're always very friendly to kids. You're very friendly to all fans, and you're very friendly to us here on RebelForce Radio. You know,
Yeah,
you're always
amen.
You're always hanging with us, and so we had.
Better keep interviewing me. I'm gonna bounty hunt after all you guys, especially Mr. Mac here.
We haven't talked since the Clone Wars had
been a
wrapped
while.
up. It's wrapped up, and you know, obviously we were expecting more seasons down the road, but just for whatever reasons, they decided now was the time to wrap it all up. Wrapping it all up before Boba's story was fully told. So we got some loud stormtroopers back here. Listen, these guys, the Empire has no respect. There you go,
This is
shaking
not
hands.
the droid you're looking for. Move along.
The 501st is keeping an eye on Daniel Logan.
The
I don't know
501st
whether
always do.
I don't know if I should feel safe or worried, because those guys are the masters of destruction right there. The 501st.
A bit of both, you know. They'll lead you to the dark side and then try to pull you back to the rebellion, you know, straight away. It's confusing.
Now you, of course, you're an honorary member of the 501st, right?
I've been for many years, yeah.
When did that happen?
One of the celebrations, yeah. Years ago, maybe at least 9 years ago, I guess.
They brought us on board as honorary friends a few years ago. So
Friends,
yes, so yeah, we're friends of the Legion.
Well, you know what? You'll always be an honorary friend of mine, yeah, Jimmy, all right?
Yeah,
Always
but,
be.
but they give you plaques and badges and coins.
You know what? It sounds that good, but only the cool guys get the plaques and the coins. And I went to Celebration 6. They gave Dave Filoni and all the rest of the gang these like gloss, beautiful looking. I'm sitting here thinking, well, what happened to mine? I got a little certificate with authenticity with a stamp, you know? And I was like, this is awesome.
Yes.
They've come a long way, that 501st group.
Oh,
you know?
haven't they? And they're awesome. So they're always doing good things for kids. You bring up Celebration, you bring up Filoni, you bring up things you got at celebrations. Look what I got at the last celebration. This, my friend, is the Wolfpack tattoo.
He's part of the Wolfpack?
Yeah, that's the Wolfpack right there. So I don't think I've ever really shown my tattoo in public like that. What do you got? Now, I heard you were looking at some tribal tattoos, perhaps, over at the Tattoo Pavilion here at C2E2.
I am. You know, I always wondered what my family would do if I went home with the tattoos.
Yeah, I can
but
just
they all
imagine.
kind of warned me before I came home, don't come home with a tattoo. So when I got out here, I thought about it. I'm like, all right, I'll come home with two.
Uh-huh.
A tattoo means one. Two tattoos means it's fine. So I was just trying to figure out where to put the tattoos on my body. We had a couple good spots, like my lower back.
Ouch.
Maybe a Mike Tyson, do a face tattoo. No, but so what we're going to do is I'm going to get Sharpied the tattoo or a similar tattoo, which would be similar to what I want.
What do you want?
Well, being from New Zealand, I'm a Maori Samoan.
Yes.
So I want to do a Maori design tattoo here, but it has to be from my tribe.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to incorporate the middle of it with a Samoan tattoo. And then I'm going to finish it off with a Maori tattoo, but finish it off halfway up my forearm so that I can still roll up my wrist.
Yeah.
My shirt on my wrist.
Since the last time we've talked, it's been announced that there's going to be new Star Wars films. And we've heard about the possibility of a standalone Boba Fett film. How do you feel about that? And are you making yourself available to return to Star Wars?
If Star Wars or Lucasfilm or Disney asked in a heartbeat, I would be on that plane, on that boat, on that train, on that bus.
Yeah, of course
and
you would.
I would give my life for Boba Fett.
Yeah, of course.
Boba Fett's given me the life that I've had today.
Yeah.
I look at myself as I'm a very blessed little boy or young man now.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I've been working out. I mean, there's my
Woo,
arm.
oh, check those abs,
So,
man.
I mean,
That's washboard. Look at
If
him.
JJ doesn't want this for a bounty hunter, I don't know what he wants.
Oh, are you training with Ray Park still?
Ray's been a little busy.
Yeah.
I mean, I trained with Ray for 5 years,
Right.
6 years,
Yeah.
every day. I joke, I say, he just used me as a punching bag,
Shit.
Needed something to move, the other bag got a little stiff and didn't move the right way. But I love training with Ray. I learned everything that, Darth Maul basically brought to the table and more.
Yeah.
Which I was interested if I ever got to do a physical role. I would love to bring a little bit of Boba and myself to another role.
Yes.
And maybe even to the Boba Fett character. So, I mean, if they asked me, I would give a limb, a body part. I'd give a family member just to be in Star Wars again.
Well, don't give the family member up that I'm thinking of right now.
No. I'm going to give out one of my brothers or sisters,
Oh,
I got a lot of them, so we could.
I got you, a family member.
I could
Yes.
spare one of those guys, you know what I mean?
Okay. Woo. So we didn't really talk about Clone Wars, though. Give me your thoughts on it all wrapping up and the fact that the Boba Fett story is still shrouded in mystery. We still don't know how he got into the armor. We don't know how he got back the Slave One from Hondo Ohnaka, who stole it. These are questions that we thought we were going to get the answers to in Star Wars: The Clone Wars, but unfortunately, it's not going to happen. I can see you're bummed. I mean, we're all bummed about it.
No, I'm not bummed. I'm just curious to where they're gonna go because Dave Filoni is a very, very great and very creative director.
Yeah.
I mean, his team out there, they created some very good stuff. And I mean, although we went through some quiet stories where we're like, okay, what's going on? There was a reasoning behind all those.
Absolutely.
But where they were going to take the Clone Wars and the galaxy that was created, that was for the future, it was amazing, and Boba's bounties definitely went over. But I stay positive and I look forward to whatever Lucasfilm or Disney create out of any cartoons, As a Star Wars fan now, I just look at it like, anything to help us continue to be in this universe, I love.
Yeah.
So I wish that the Clone Wars continued because, I had done a little bit of work on it, and as Dave said that I was going to come out and it was some good stuff.
Yeah.
But you never know. They still might get released,
Yeah, you
just
never
in a
know.
different way.
Yeah, who knows? You did the work for it already, so maybe they'll take all those assets, all the work that's been done, and pump out a few more episodes. So we recommend fans let Disney know that we support the show and we would like to see more of it. So it never hurts to write Disney. We got the addresses on our Facebook page, or just look it up in the phone book.
Yeah, look it up in the phone book.
Send Bob Iger a message over at Disney corporate headquarters
Hit up
in
Mickey.
Burbank.
Mickey's in his little house.
Yeah,
in
right to Mickey.
Adventureland.
Send Donald Duck an email. Do you have Donald Duck's email address?
I lost it. I actually just changed my phone number. But if you get hold of Mickey, tell him Minnie, Daniel Logan from Star Wars.
Yes.
Hung out with her a couple weeks ago. Sorry, Mickey, but yeah, talking business.
Any favorite moments that stand out now that Clone Wars is wrapped up? Are there any episodes that might have been your favorite or moments in the studio? Obviously, you worked with Jamie King, who played Aura Singh a lot. You guys recorded together. Anything jump out working with Jamie?
Jamie was the best. She had this very, very seductive way about her when she got into the booth and when she was working, to where she actually became Aura Singh, with those long fingers, and the caressing way she talked, and really became the character that, made it such a powerful and influential character in the Clone Wars. And then when she was, I don't know if they brought that story out. Yeah, they brought that story out.
Oh, see, Now he's thinking about stories he's recorded.
I gotta go
but he's
talk
not
to the gang
sure,
and find out what I can and can't say.
Because we did hear that there was gonna be conclusion to their story, and maybe Cad Bane was thrown in there a little bit too. Whether or not we'll see those, he's
Look at
laughing.
Jimmy.
He's laughing.
He's
He's
in that one, and maybe what about this storyline? And this one probably was there.
All right.
Jimmy knows everything.
Well, Daniel Logan, it's always a pleasure to see you, man.
My man, always a pleasure.
And we hope to see you continue to work in Star Wars in some way, shape, or form moving forward. You always have a home here with us at RebelForce Radio. So we'll keep you steeped in Star Wars, whether you like it or not.
And I am the biggest fan and listener. So to all you listeners, we really appreciate you. I love people who come up. They tell me how great not only Jimmy is and myself, but how good the conversations flow. So keep listening, guys, because, Jimmy is the best on the radio. That's why he is where he is right now after all these years. So I love him. I love you guys. Thanks for keeping Star Wars alive, and, stay tuned, because my little mouse is not the only thing that can talk in this universe. And I'm not the best looking one in the universe
I don't
either.
know about that.
Till the next bounty, the hunt will be on you guys.
All right, thanks a lot,
Stay
Dan.
tuned to the RebelForce Radio.
Nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
RebelForce Radio.
Your source for the Force.